G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. If you're new, I do all kinds of things. I do acrylic pours, recently doing resin, balloon dips, swipes, all kinds of things. Pearl pours. We're going to talk about pearl pours today. Now this is one that I did a while back. It's a ring pour on a gold puddle to get these pearls. So I'm doing something along the lines of this today, but instead of doing gold as the base, I'm doing white. See if we can get a bit of a snowstorm happening, hey? So that's the plan for today. And this is a, what is it, 30 by 40 centimeter canvas, 12 by 16 inch. And yeah, just using Floetrol as I always do with my pearl pours. That's it there. The Aussie Floetrol is thinner than the US Floetrol or the European Owatrol. So if you're using those, you'll have to add a little bit more water. But yeah, just Floetrol, water. There's cars out. Someone talking outside. I don't know who it is. Making my dogs bark. Settle down, guys. They're under the table. So the white base coat is the Artist Loft white. And then my blue, which is going to be my sky, is Liquitex Basics. So when I do my pearls, I always do the Liquitex Basics. I just think it's more highly pigmented than some of the other brands that I've got. So I've got this one here, Prussian Blue and Light Blue Permanent. So I thought those two together with the white would look really pretty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover my canvas with the white. Oops, was that a blob that just went in? So it's doesn't leave a mound, not like it does, you know, when I'm doing flip cup pours. No mound. These about the same consistency. No mound. So that's them. So what I thought I'd do is mix these together in and do like a little dirty pour in the cup. Actually, I should probably do that now before I start putting white all over my canvas. Now, I'm not quite sure how much to use. I don't want to use too much blue because you need to really stretch it out for your pearls to pop up underneath. And I'm just going to pour from up high a little bit of the blue in. I've still got some left, so I can do another pour. Just put those over there and you can just sit there for a minute. And let's see, I'm just going to put that there for now and stretch it. Just go over the corners. I don't want to waste it. Came all the way from Michael's in the US, my white, so I don't want to waste it. It's a huge effort trying to get it here. Very difficult process, but you know me, I keep going until I get what I want, get the results that I want, or try to anyway. All right, that'll do, just covered it. And then I'm going to put another little blob in the middle as a little cushion for my colours. And probably haven't mixed, I've got a few little bits of dried paint. The white's getting a bit old now, so I'm going to pour the rest of the white into the middle, like so. And then I should just spread that a little bit. Don't want it too thick in the middle, but I just want it relatively thick, so there we go. Righto, now the blue. What will I do with the blue? I'm just going to do like a swirly kind of a pattern, I think. Like that. Got more of the light blue up this end and none of it down that end. It doesn't matter. All right, so now what I'm going to do is basically just maneuver the paint. No torching at this stage. We'll torch later on to get the cells up. So just basically going to tilt. I'm going to see if I can like just stretch it a little bit. No, it's not really wanting to stretch because it's on that big thick pillow of paint. We'll just go over the corner, back, over there, back, over there, back. Move it around a little bit just to get the composition that I want. I mind a little bit of white negative space here and there. Tip that back. I'll turn it around so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to center the paint again into the middle. Just to getting my composition the way I want it. Once you start getting your pearls up, it's best not to tilt too much because then you start overstretching them. Now once they pop up and they turn into little circles, and then you don't really want to overstretch them at that stage. So quick little tilts to cover the surface and leave it. Now I'm going to do a quick torch with my heat gun, blow torch. And then basically just leave it then and see what happens over the next sort of 15-20 minutes. See what happens. Hopefully we will get some gorgeous pearls popping up. Already popping up around the edges, as you see. So with this one I just wanted to do something a little bit different. Instead of having all the pearls just around the edge, I wanted to have a little bit of the white negative space there. As you can see, little bits there. Yeah, I think the next one, because I've still got some paint left, next one I'll just maybe cover the whole thing so we just get the ring of pearls around the outside. But I wanted to see what this looked like first. Oh look, there's a little bit of pale blue there. I just don't like that. I think there was might have been a blob of paint in it. Was that a hair? No. Alrighty. Just torch again. So you tend to get more of the pearls up around the edges where the blue paint has gone over the edge and kind of rubbed up against the white. So that's that, you know, rubbing together of the two colours tends to bring the pearls up. But we'll put you on pause. I'm going to go make a coffee and we'll come back. I'll come back in about 15 minutes or so and see what's happened. Do I want to bring you in? No, I won't bring you in just yet. Hang on. Just zoomed you in a bit. Straighten you a bit. So, yeah, I shall come back and see what's happening. So for me personally, I prefer the smaller, more round cells like this. If you have your mix too thin, you tend to get really big cells that kind of go all wobbly and out of shape. As I said, I prefer smaller, rounder cells, but that's just my preference. I'll try with a different consistency and get different cells, but I do like this size cell. Right, I'll be back shortly. I'm back. It's been about 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes. Hasn't changed a lot. The cells in the middle have grown a little bit more, which is really nice. I'm glad that the pearls haven't taken over completely, because sometimes they do take over and then you lose the whole look of your piece, like the composition, because it's just a mass of white. So I'm glad that you can still see the navy. And on the edges, See how the navy has turned to a pale blue? And that looks really pretty as well. So that gives you something a little bit different to look at. So we've got the pale blue there with the edges. We've got the dark blue center. Got a little bit of that paler sort of turquoise popping through, which again is really pretty. And then we've got the amazing white pearls or cells, whatever you want to call them. And they go down over the edge as well. So, what do you think? Do you like it? It's really... Hey guys, I was thinking about this painting and I thought I wanted to see if I could add a little bit of interest to this white here. This one here, I just did a little swipe with this palette knife and I really like that. So I thought I'll come and do some more and show you what I'm doing. So just starting over here, actually I don't really like that end there. I wonder what happens if I start with the end and just kind of swipe like that. Yeah, I think I like that better how I've started. This one I started just in the I think I started in the white. But I like that. See the automatic just cells, pearls popping up. Right, let's go through here. Go a bit that way. Just add a little bit of interest, hey? I like it. I don't know, you might not, but I do. Now I'm going to have to stand around this side because I can't do it that way. Oh, move everything out of the way. All right, how about this? What about if we start, what happens if I start in this white here, in these cells? And just do that. Still got a bit of white there. Look at all those cells just popping up all by themselves. Now these two here, I don't like how they're too thin. I think I need to join them like what I've done there. So let's just start over here and just do that, hey? Ooh, we're getting a different look, a total different look, and we're getting this light blue coming through. I'm going to leave that white there. I think I'm going to do a little bit more just to widen that one and leave a little bit of white in there. I think I need to turn it around. I can't do it all the way up there and it's going to hit my tripod as well. So let's start up here in the blue and just do that. Oops, I swirled a bit of those as well. I didn't mean to do that. It's because this is so wide. I need a palette knife that's only like that wide, a little one. But what do you think? Have I ruined it? Do you prefer it? What about if we go through some of this down here? A little bit? No. No, no, no. Less is more. Right. Let's go down for a little close-up. Feel free to tell me if you don't like it. I'm just experimenting. Okay, let's have a little look. Look at those massive cells that have popped up just from a swipe. Amazing, just amazing. And we've got that bright blue popping through, which is really nice. So we've got a mixture of big cells or pearls and little ones. Look at that. No silicone oil at all. Can you believe it? Yes, definitely. It's like a little Milky Way. But yeah, you let me know if you preferred it before. I can't take it back, but I can do another one. But you know, when you're experimenting, you just want to see what things can do. I like that little bit of negative space that I've left there. Haven't left a lot of negative space on the whole thing. There's a little bit more up there. But yeah, that's it. And yeah, let me know what you think. I'd love to know. So that when I do it again next time, I can do it either with the extra swipes or without the extra swipes. Some will like it, some won't, I guess. All right, thanks again. I'll see you real soon for the next one. Bye for now.